Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I cannot believe how many good pieces of news are going on right now with Ripple and XRP. Just all kinds of interesting information. I'm having trouble collecting it all, but I'm going to go through this. The first thing, and maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but this guy right here is all over the place, and I haven't been following. It's Mr. BGXRP, at BIGIXRP. And I noticed him because a couple of videos that he had put out over the last day or so, and so I'm going to start with this. He said it's Ripple Q1 2019 report will come out tomorrow, which is today. This is from yesterday, I believe. Let me make sure that. Yeah. So today, the Q1 2019 report is supposed to come out from Ripple. And he's saying hope for some exciting news. Well, this video that he posted is Brad Garlinghouse over in Davos. And Brad Garlinghouse is just making a point about how Ripple puts out a report like this, but there's nobody else associated with digital assets that puts out a report. And he was talking about how Ripple always gets criticized anytime they come out with a report. People put a magnifying glass over it, and it's used for criticism of Ripple and XRP, whereas these other digital assets don't even put out a report. And he said, we're transparent, and that's a good thing, but it's very hypocritical for us to be criticized when we're being transparent and nobody else is. So not only that, but I'll make another point having to do with that. As we all know, Ripple and thus XRP come out with good news all the time, left and right, partnerships, this, that. Every other digital asset out there, if they had just one or two announcements like what Ripple has on a weekly basis, the value of those digital assets would go through the roof. Ripple's a little different and behaves a little different in that the news comes out. It might come out like it has this year, all year, nothing but good news, great news, and the price is not budged. But I know from experience that it's like, I've told you before, it's like water building against a dam, and eventually that dam bursts and the price goes crazy even more than any other digital asset. And that is one of the many reasons I own XRP. Moving along. Now this name I'm going to butcher. Florian Kohler, I guess is how you say that, at Florian7788. And this came out yesterday as well, I believe. Yes. He's excited about blockchain and gaming. A couple of projects are being built. This is something I've never heard Brad Garlinghouse say, but he did say it in this. He said that there are a couple of gaming projects that are being built on the XRP ledger, and that is very exciting. I mean, I've told you many times that we've got Ripple is one use case for payments and settlement with banks and payment companies. That's one use case for XRP. Coil is another use case for use in advertising on blogs and websites across the world. Omni is another use case. But there are literally thousands of use cases that haven't even been invented yet that are coming. But what's fascinating about owning XRP, a digital asset, is that there will never be more XRP than whatever it is, 100 billion, okay? And so as all these use cases come about and future population growth, just imagine, that's the whole point of digital assets, is the fact that they're not making any more of them. I've compared it to land before. When I've always heard my whole life is buy land, they're not making any more of it. Well, buy XRP, they're not making any more of it. So anyway, this was exciting that Brad Garlinghouse had mentioned that there's at least two companies. Well, then along comes Bank XRP, who is a definite follow in the community, at Bank XRP. He's what I would call an OG, old gangster or whatever, in the community. He's one of the old school guys. Says Ripple Trading, this is a tweet series from back in October that he had done. Ripple Trading Engine powered GSR market, virtual reality world game Beachhead being developed. Interview with Christian Gill, co-founder of GSR Markets. And then it shows the evolution of GSR. 2013, GSR became one of the first market makers on Ripple's consensus ledger. And then he goes along. He says this is in 2015. Ripple uniquely affords market makers the opportunity to reduce cost of remittance for people everywhere. And that's Christian Gill again. Then as you go down, Ripple Trading Engine powered GSR market, virtual reality world game Beachhead being developed. Interview with Alexis discusses Beachhead crypto economics and the Ripple engine. This is a thread you definitely ought to go check out. Then he says full videos with block. This is a full video that talks about Beachhead, I guess. And then he followed that with this, which was actually yesterday. A Forbes article, is virtual reality the new kid on the blockchain? And they're talking about Beachhead. And then the same guy that gave us this video that I just showed you, this Florian Kohler, he says, by recommendation of the investors, the Beachhead development team selected the XRP ledger as the second blockchain on which their platform would be based on. The only established decentralized technology that can consistently complete a transaction within 4 seconds. And then he gives a section of their white paper. Well, I went to the Beachhead website. It's at beachhead.com if you want to check it out. They've got their white paper right here. I went down to the token. This is the tokenomics section. The BHT token will be an ERC20 token that funds the development of the Beachhead ecosystem. As defined in the technology section, BHT tokens can be converted to in-game issuances using the Ripple Ledger Issuance Gateway. Using the Ripple blockchain with nearly instantaneous transactions, the BHT token will be the native currency of the Beachhead economy. I'm not going to read all the rest of that, but you get the picture. XRP, the use case for XRP is going to be everywhere. Everywhere. There are going to be thousands of use cases that we can't even imagine yet. And if the Ripple company goes bankrupt tomorrow and other companies that are doing other use cases go bankrupt tomorrow, there will be other companies that are popping up to build other applications on the XRP ledger. And that's what's so beautiful about this. If you own shares in Facebook and Facebook goes bankrupt tomorrow, your shares in Facebook become worthless. And there's not going to be anybody else come along that's going to help the value of your Facebook shares. It's done. Not with XRP, folks. The world's about to change. Back to Mr. BG XRP. He puts this out. This is from Bitstamp. I'm a big fan of Bitstamp. They say hacking Bitcoin with a 51% attack would require spending around $5.5 million per day on electricity if the cost of electricity is 0.05 per kilowatt hour. This is just the energy cost. Well, he makes a very valid point. 5.5 million, just think if you were China, $5.5 million per day to be able to do a 51% attack and tank the price of Bitcoin in one day. That's pocket change for the big boys. The XRP ledger can't be 51% attack. Hooray there. Amen. He's exactly right. This from XRP Pirate. This is a good one. Looking forward to the delusion and denial, LOL. I want you to look at this, folks. I've shown you something similar before, but I think he's right here. I think we are in the stealth phase like this right now. We're here. The smart money. All of these people like we always tell you here, follow the money. If you follow the money, Bakkt just closed $180 million of investment in blockchain. We're seeing every day, we're seeing more companies that are spending millions of dollars to get in this while everybody else is freaked out about the market and what it's doing today and how we've been in a bear market. And meanwhile, the smart money is putting their money into it, because this is the time to be accumulating. The digital asset investor bought more digital assets this morning, and I bought more yesterday as well, and I'm planning to buy more, I think, tomorrow. But look what this chart is showing you. Institutional investors, and I think this is so dead right, 2019 to 2020 is going to be this kind of thing. And we don't know exactly when, but this is what everybody, everything inside of everybody's gut, I think this is what everybody believes. And how could it not be? I mean, everything's building to something huge. All of the deals that Ripple's making, all of the different things that are in the works, combined with all of the money that's being put into this by Wall Street and how they're gearing up to come into this business, we're in exciting times, folks. Okay, lastly, I wanted to show you this. I'm not going to go through this whole article, but I want to give some credit here to two people. At XRP News _ DH Corporation and Global Pay Plus, a massive partnership about to come to life. A list of banks including Santander, Bank of America, Citibank, and more. The world will be powered by Ripple. I want everybody to go to XRPrightnow.com, XRPrightnow.com, and he has done a really good article that writes this entire thing up and ties all this together for you in a nice little bow. And he's a Coil site, so you'll be able to, if you're a member of Coil, you'll be able to contribute to his site while you surf. His site takes a little time to load here. But anyway, this guy did a very good analysis of this whole thing, and even gives you at the end a list of the banks and he's basically saying that all of these banks are going to be powered by Ripple. And you can see that he's a Coil member down here. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that exciting times are ahead, folks. Thank you for listening.